guys, it's Allie Cody. I am a certified holistic nutritionist and the founder and CEO of Avocado Alley, where we focus on healing through food and faith and some fun as well. So today we are going to talk about the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, and I was blessed to be able to travel there with my husband. We had a little relaxation time away from the kids, and I also researched because I will be doing a retreat there as well. More on that in a moment. And the reason I was there, and the reason this is an ideal place for a retreat, is because it is one of the blue zones. There are 5, actually I think now there's 7 blue zones in the world where people live the longest. They have the most centenarians, and the major illnesses that we see here in the United States, our top 3 killers, heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, are practically unheard of in these blue zones. So we're going to talk more about why that is and what is different about the Nicoya Peninsula. But first, don't forget to subscribe below. And if you want to be notified every time I drop a new video in every Friday, then make sure to click the bell as well. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Nicoya Peninsula. We had such a great trip. I am going to share a little slide presentation that I created. And let's talk about the Nicoya Peninsula, which is in Costa Rica. So it is just one of 5 blue zones in the world, like I said, where heart disease, cancer, and diabetes are practically unheard of. And this peninsula in Costa Rica inhabits the 2nd largest number of male centenarians in the world, as well as the largest population of people over 80 years of age. So what's their secret? What do they do that's different that provides them this great health and longevity? Well, it certainly isn't living germ-free or dirt-free. So if you are a germaphobe, and I'm one, so I'm guilty here, you will be shocked when you visit the area. If you're looking for some sort of pristine cleanliness, you will not find it here. Many well-loved and lived-in homes here would be unacceptable in the United States. So healthy living has nothing to do with avoiding dirt and germs. So what does it have to do with? I've narrowed it down to a list of 7 longevity living reasons. Number 1, family and friends. You will find that those that live on this peninsula, they are really close with their family and friends. And many times you have generations living near each other or even in the same home together. And so that's really key. That is so, so important to them. And the fresh air. There's really no major industry as far as nothing industrial that's getting toxins in the air. You know, it's that fresh air. There is a small airport. I think there's a couple really tiny airports. I mean, they look like bus stops. And that's how you come in from the mainland of Costa Rica for the most part. Sometimes you can drive around. It just takes a lot longer. And of course they have vehicles, motorcycles, ATVs, cars, and buses, but that's it. There's really nothing else that's polluting the air. Physical activity. These people stay active, not at gyms, not running for exercise, not power walking. They just stay active. They live off the land. They're gardening, and maybe they're clearing out brush on their property. They are active. Maybe they're walking up and down to a neighbor's house. They're not sitting around watching TV. They are active. And diet. So there's a couple mainstays in Costa Rica. Actually, this is definitely a Latin thing and a Latin American thing. And I really enjoyed eating the authentic Costa Rican food. When we would ask to go out to a restaurant or where we should go, sometimes the concierge would recommend Italian. Like, no, I want traditional food, right? So for breakfast, the traditional food is gallo pinto, and it's basically rice and beans with plantains. And then you can add to that, whether it's veggies or eggs, you can add to that. And I'm so excited because now I am making that at home. I have continued the tradition. I've taken it with me, although I'm having it for lunch. But for lunch, they do something called a casado. And it is, again, rice and beans along with a salad and plantains, and then a side of meat. Of course, all their meat's local, or veggies. Oh, it's delicious. Number 5, the 5th reason that they have such great health and longevity is their strong faith. Catholicism is strong on the Nicoya Peninsula, and they're just very strong with their faith. And they all have a very positive attitude. You know, you don't see a lot of people sad. They have this purposeful living, and they all have hope. That goes back to the faith as well, right? And number 7, pura vida, pure life, also translated as simple life. They live such a simple life. You know, I think we get overly busy in the United States, lots of type A personalities, right? And we also make things more difficult than they need to be. We have too much stuff most of the time. So they're not living, for the most part, in huge houses. Some of the houses aren't even really sealed. Some are very open air type of concepts. They're living off the land. It's very simple. So I encourage you to try to use this and take some of these steps and apply them to your life. And that's part of what I do with my clients. I do help them blue zone their life as they go through my program. When they get to week 10 in my program, we really hone in on blue zoning their life. And that's something you might want to consider too. Check down in the description below and join my group. That first link is to join my group. I would love to have you in the group if you're not already there. And then the next link is, if you want to find out more about my program, then click that and you can set up a complimentary initial call with me as well. But only do it if you're serious about working with a nutritionist. Okay? Wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you next Friday. Bye.